¿Qué onda, mi raza? Aquí estamos con Morirenlaraya, Alfonso. This is Omar Ibarra from Morirenlaraya, and today we're going to bring you the review on these Everlast Elite Pro Fight Gloves.
Con un pensamiento en la mente, empecé mi camino hacia el norte, moriré en la raya y ser muy fuerte, evitar que me alcance la muerte.
Alright guys, so today we have the Everlast Elite Pro Fight Glove. You got the 10-ounce XL version. This comes in blue, red, and in black. And they have it in the 8-ounce, 10-ounce, and then the 10-ounce XL, which is this model here. Three key points. Number one being the material. Number two, the comfort, the way it feels in your hand. And also the structure of the glove. You know, you want to make sure you buy a glove that's going to last you, you know, a really good a while. So let's get into it. So again, overall material of the glove itself. What do you think about it?
I think the material is actually really nice. The only one thing that I was noticing, well, there's a few things we were noticing, but was there's no tag on what kind of leather it is. I'm sure it's a premium leather. It is made in Mexico, so you know, regardless of what kind of leather it is, usually 9 out of 10 times it's really good. But the leather is really, it just seems like nice and tight. I don't know what kind of leather it is, but just by looking at this glove, it looks like it was the leather. It does look like it's an authentic leather. Yeah,
so it looks like it's a leather that has been treated well. This could be goat skin. This could be cowhide. It is pretty thick when you first see it. These markings that you see, the creasing, it's not because of the actual wear and tear of the glove. This is actually the way it comes. It comes out of the box like this with the way that the leather, again, has been treated. It's super soft. I mean, this is, you know, top-notch quality by Everlast, and Everlast really doesn't give you like super high quality. When you think of Everlast, you're thinking about like these old school gloves that they used to have with the straps and those like autograph gloves, but these are legit gloves.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they, usually when you think Everlast, you do think like old school, like you're gonna get some kind of like, I don't know, leather that's like a knockoff, but in this case, this Everlast glove, it looks like they stepped up their game on the leather. It's, I mean, like I said, it's made in Mexico, so it's not just a, you know, a run-of-the-mill type of leather. They just grabbed whatever and said, hey, you know what, let's just put something together. I mean, it is good leather. I don't know what kind of leather it is, but it does feel like it's authentic, nice, good leather that's gonna last you, I mean, more than a 12-round fight, obviously.
Yeah, and it looks like it's a one solid piece. It's not like a lot of gloves where you'll get a seam here of stitch seamed with like two different parts separating the thumb and the actual top of your hand, which were the knuckle part. But here is just one full compartment, one full piece. Really nice, but it looks like thick leather here, and then you have some soft leather right here inside of the palm, wrist side. It's very, very nice and soft, as you could tell how broken in it feels. Again, that has nothing to do with the laces. When you're tying them up, it's just the way it comes. It's ready to go. You might not even have to do mitt work, maybe a little bit just to warm up. I know a lot of elite fighters, professional fighters. You have like Chris Arreola just recently used these against Andy Ruiz.
It looks like they, I mean, when they were pulled out of the box, I mean, usually you get a glove that you have to probably break in. In this case, one of the points that I think is really cool, you know, I have to, the analogy that I use is like a baseball glove, right? You put it in the oven, you let it sit there, right? You let it cure. And when you pull it out, I mean, you know, you put the glove right on, and that it feels like someone already played with it, you know, practicing it, they trained in it, and it's ready to go. To be honest with you, just slide it on your hand, you know, lace them up, and you could go get them.
Yeah, really good analogy there. Second key point that we look into the glove is going to be the overall structure of the glove. I want to make sure that the stitching is nice and tight. Make sure there's like no loose ends in the glove. Make sure that maybe the one thumb's not bigger than the other. So overall, I mean, what did you think about the glove?
Overall, I think it's great, to be honest with you. I mean, it's hard to go into detail from, you know, the stitching to the grip bar to, you know, how it's laced up. There's air vents here that they actually put on the sides. You can't really tell. And on the thumb as well. I don't see any kind of this sewing that's actually popping out, or just it doesn't look uneven. This glove pretty much looks like identical. So if you have the left glove to the right glove, it pretty much looks identical. It's a mirror version of each other. But overall, I think it looks great.
Yeah, they actually did step up their game. The grip bar, really good. Something I really liked about this grip bar, it's actually in an angle. So when you're making a fist, it's like you're forced to hit with your two knuckles. So you obviously never want to hit with your two small knuckles here. You always want to hit with the two bigger knuckles, and this one kind of like forces you to do that, especially because the grip bar is in an angle. It's not straight up. It's actually from the bottom piece of your palm goes kind of in a 45-degree angle up. Yeah, then you have your little vents here as well. So air vents, you have a total, what is it, 7 here. You have a total of, I believe it's 5 up here.
And they put some in here right in the middle.
Yeah, and then you have a total of 6 over here on the palm. So good ventilation, so that way your hand, you know,
they could breathe. They went the extra mile for this.
Right, really good glove. Inside as well, you have the lining, really good. Piping as well, really nice. Nothing is coming off. Nothing. There's no loose threads. Really nice overall. I really like this glove a lot. The overall comfort of the glove. When you put your hand in the glove, is it going to be comfortable in there? Your hand, your thumb, your fingers, they don't feel jammed. When you go in there, there's no loose ends inside. Let's go. Oh, you're already lacing it up.
Yeah,
you're ready to go. You're ready to go.
I'm ready to go right now. I know my wife needs me. I'm gonna knock her out. So yeah, we're talking about the feel of the glove, and well, how it feels when your hand is in. It feels really good. I mean, obviously it's kind of hard to lace them up right on your own, but when you lace them up, it does feel nice and tight in here. There is foam padding on the outside. On the inside, there's not too much foam padding here.
Yeah, it's all
you can tell.
Just the lining.
Yeah, just the lining. The grip bar does feel good. It does feel, you know, like it belongs on your hand. My hands are about medium size. I don't know, depending on, you know, what kind of ounces you're going to be using. In this case, we're talking about the 10-ounce XL. This fits perfect to my hand, and I don't even have my hand wrapped. But it feels really good. And like I said, Everlast did step it up on this. They actually, it looks like they went that extra mile just to give you that feel, and you know, the money you're going to pay for it. It's not like you're going to go ahead and buy something that's like a knockoff. I mean, it feels really good in the hand. The thumb is nice and straight. There's no bending. There's a little bit of wiggle room, but I'm sure every glove has wiggle room, so when you actually do the wrapping on your hand. But overall, it does feel really good, nice and tight. Looks like it's ready to go out of the box. And to be honest with you, like I said, one of the biggest things that I thought was kind of cool, it's pretty much broken in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ready to go.
You can make a palm easily. Yeah. You don't have to break that in. Yeah, you know what? Again, you're talking about the loose. The only thing I had an issue with when I first put a hand in the glove, the only thing I didn't like was right here where you have the seam right here for the separation of the thumb here. It was a little tight right up here, like right here. And I thought that was going to be a discomfort, like once I put the glove on and I started hitting the bag. I honestly didn't think I was going to like it, but again, there is wiggle room in here. Once you put you wrap your hands with either tape or in this end, I have 180-inch hand wraps. It fits nice and tight, and at that point, I think everything's nice and snug because even up here, you can feel there's a good amount. And the reason for this, having this part up here, I noticed the inside, again, this is a quilted horsehair and with foam. So the foam actually ends only like from right here inside all the way up to like right here. There's like a big, like a rectangular foam piece inside. So you'll feel it when you have your hand in there. It's probably like what, like about half an inch.
Yeah, I think that last bend is where well, I don't want to say knuckle, but right about here where your last bend is, that's where the foam padding stops, is what I feel. You know, again, everybody has different hands, but
yeah, I felt it like about right here, like the second knuckle right here. This part right here doesn't have any padding, as you could tell. There's like zero padding. It's all leather. I don't think that's going to be a big issue if you were in an actual professional fight. But as long as the knuckle area is covered, I think that's like the #1 thing. But again, the lining on here feels great. It is gonna wicker some moisture out there. And the padding, I think that's the sole reason why it feels like it's like puffed up here, because of that that foam that runs from here to here, and it's like forcing it to go up. But once you start lacing up these gloves nice and tight, there's no issues whatsoever. Again, I thought I was gonna have an issue with that, because when I first initially slipped them in my hand, it just didn't feel comfortable. It was pinching me, but it was really, really good. I felt really, really nice. And again, I like these gloves. These gloves are really, really great. They're gonna last you a while. Again, don't use them for the heavy bag. Don't use them for sparring. You could hurt someone with these. For a professional fight, if you're not a professional fighter, you want to purchase these. Everlast has these on their website. Again, it comes in red, blue, black, and they're $149.99. I actually used the code, a veteran code.
We're all veterans here.
No. Friend is a veteran. He actually got me a code, and I ended up getting these minus 30% off, which is really nice. I owe him something. But overall, for $149.99, these gloves are really, they're worth it. And then, lastly too, the thumb part. I really like the thumb. The thumb honestly reminds me of a winning glove. The winning gloves have the best thumbs. This Everlast Elite Pro Glove has a really nice thumb. My thumb is not jamming at all whatsoever. It feels flush with the knuckle and the thumb, so you're not gonna like poke your opponent's eye out with this. Very, very nice.
Maybe you do want that to poke their eye.
Maybe you do.
Every advantage.
Right, to get every advantage of it, but really, really nice.
So putting all those 3 points together, I would give it, and I don't know if you guys know this, but just to remind you guys, we always say knockout is the best. TKO is, second best, split decision, and then you get a no contest, and if you get the loss, that's like an F. In this case, I give it a TKO, and I'll tell you why I give it a TKO. That's like the second best, because it has good overall feel. If someone knows about the glove, they're gonna say, you know what, give it to me, it's great, I've used it before, and that's great. But there's people that are novice that don't know about it, and they want to get a little bit more information. A lot of the times the tags, they'll have a tag of where it was made, the type of leather that it's manufactured with.
Well, it does have a tag here.
It does have a tag, but on the tag, if you notice, it does say Hecho in Mexico, which is great, but it doesn't say the type of leather.
Oh, yeah.
I would have wished it would have said the type of leather. I know we're nitpicking here a little bit, but I mean, we're here to give the best honest answers. I would give this a TKO. Close to a knockout, but it's a TKO would be my overall feel for it.
My overall, I mean, for $150, bang for buck, a TKO. I'll give it a TKO just because my hand moves a little bit in there and because of the padding.
Yeah, that's a good point you made about the padding.
Really great glove. Again, Everlast.com. We'll go ahead and leave the link in the bio description or in the description of the video, so you guys could go get yourself a pair of these. Tomorrow, big fight. It's gonna be Jose Ramirez versus Josh Taylor. What do you have for tomorrow?
I don't want to toot my own horn. Last time my prediction was correct. On the last time we reviewed a fight, this one with the Canelo fight, by the way. This one I pick Ramirez. He's gonna win in the 10th round, and it's gonna be a TKO. I think Taylor's gonna get tired, and Ramirez is gonna win with the TKO.
Wow, man, just taking the Mexican, huh?
10th round. Well, what are you gonna do? Morirenlaraya with Mexican.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna pick Jose Ramirez too. I am gonna pick him, but not just because obviously he's Mexican, but I think he has a little bit more power. I think he's gonna frustrate Josh Taylor. But don't get me wrong. Josh Taylor, he's a champion, IBF, WBA champion. I think he's a Ring Magazine champion. He's a champion. He's a champion for a reason. I think he's gonna give a good fight. I think if he comes up with a great game plan, I think he could pull it off. I wouldn't be surprised if Josh wins. But at the same time, my heart is with Jose Ramirez. Guy is he's proven 26 fights, 17 knockouts.
Yeah, I think the pressure is probably just going to overwhelm him. I say around 8th round, he's going to start getting him tired. And I think around 10th round, he's going to go ahead and do TKO stoppage. That's my prediction.
Stoppage?
TKO stoppage.
TKO stoppage? I think he does win. I think Jose Ramirez wins, I think it's going to be probably, knockout by knockout. I think, you know what? I think both of them are going to knock each other out. It depends on who wins. If Josh Taylor wins, win by knockout, or stoppage, who knows, some like random effing cut, so.
Something, you never know, man.
Yeah, you never know, but put on the comments below, who do you guys think is going to win? I think, again, you had our predictions already. I know Josh Taylor's not going to be an easy fight, so let us know in the comments below who you guys think is going to win this Saturday.
Yeah, and don't forget to follow us on IG, morirenlaraya, our website, morirenlaraya.com. We have some cool stuff coming up, so please follow us there, and all boxing fans, tell your friends and family about us.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys.
Tesoros más grandes que tengo, a lo cual le agradezco a la vida, con mi esposa, mi madre y mis hijas, por las que yo daría hasta mi vida.